A few weeks ago, I won an auction of Nintendo and Atari stuff. One of the things in it was this Game Boy Advance. As you can see, it works. Unfortunately, the skin is all scratched up, the screen has scratches in it. So I figured I would see how hard it is to change the skin on one of these. And that's what we're going to do today. So here is what I ordered from Amazon. It comes with the new skin, new screen, and two fairly cheap little screwdrivers that'll fit the Nintendo screws. Alright, and this is what it looks like. I could have gone with a cheaper skin that would have just been the solid color, another black one or other colors, but I like the look of this one, so I spent the extra $6 or $7, I think it was. It ended up costing me, with shipping, about $29. And there you have it. So let's start taking this apart. So the first thing we'll do is remove the battery. And now we have access to all of the screws we need to take apart the Game Boy. Okay, these screwdrivers are very uncomfortable, so I will use my real ones that I have for taking apart Nintendo stuff. And there we go. So I'm not sure which parts I'm going to need to transfer everything over, but there are no instructions in here, so it's just kind of start taking things apart, and I can see that the interior here needs a little bit of a cleaning, so we'll get that cleaned up too. So I've added a couple of shot glasses here to put the screws in. It's always good practice to make sure that you keep the screws separated just in case you need to reuse any of them. Okay, so a little bit of a setback. I had to half put it back together so that to take the screen apart, there's little rubber inserts here you have to pry out with a knife. And the last of the 5 that are here. There. And now we can start taking the screen apart. Okay, now the last thing you have to do to get everything apart here is disconnect the screen. And now you can start putting everything back into the other Game Boy skin. Okay, now I'm going to remove this bulged and scratched screen cover. There we go. And we can apply the new one. There we go. Alright, so we're just putting the screws into the screen right now that we've got the screen in place. Now I'll wait to put all the little rubber pieces in until after I'm sure that I've got everything back together properly. Right. Okay, so I just completed what I would have to call actually probably the most difficult I've had with this changing of the skins here is reconnecting the screen to the board, because well, obviously I don't have what you would call dainty fingers, so yeah, so now I just got to finish screwing everything back together, and we'll see if it works. So here we're reattaching the board. And now we can attach to the bottom. All right, now we'll add the battery, the battery cover, and the battery cover doesn't seem to want to work. Anyway, let's see if it works. And there we go. Now I'll just finish adding all the little stickers and the pieces around the screen, and there we go. Okay, final thoughts on this project. Now that I've finished doing it, I've added the hinges and put the bolt in, or the nut in, behind the screw for the battery cover. It works great. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. I think it looks really good. It feels just fine playing it. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it. There's only two things about it that I would say are a negative. The fact that there's no instructions with it, although that's easy to deal with. You just have to put it back together in the reverse order you took it apart. The other thing was that all of the screws came in one bag all together. So I actually ended up using the screws that I'd taken out of my old Game Boy to put this back together, rather than trying to figure out which screws go where out of the mess of screws that were in there. Otherwise, I'm really happy with it. So I want to know, what are your thoughts on changing the outside of a game system? Is changing the shell like changing the battery something that has to be done once in a while? Or should you fix the original shell as best you can to preserve the completely original aspect? Let me know in the comments below. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up.